thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR HALACHA. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Friday, 4th day of June, 24th day of Sivan. Today we're going to talk about Hagbah. You probably know that Hagbah, the lifting up of the Torah to show it to everyone at the time of Torah reading, is done by the Svardim at the beginning of Torah reading, when they're just taking the Torah out from the ark and bringing it to the place where they're going to read from. And Ashkenazim show the Torah, and the man lifts it up right at the end of the Torah reading. I want to show you that from its source, and then give you an interesting reason for why the Ashkenazim do it at the end. So let's share screen, take you there. Be there in just a second, folks. Okay, here we go. It's going to have to move this over so you could see it real well. And here it is in base. This is the Shulchan Aruch talking, Rav Yosef Karo, and he is the one that Svardim follow. Mara Pnei Ksiva Sefer Torah La'am Ha'omdim Liyamina U'Smolo. He shows the writing of the Sefer Torah to the people that are standing to his right and to his left, Umachzira Lefanav Ula'achrav, and he turns it to in front of him, behind him, basically so that everybody could see it in all directions. Shemitzvah al kol anashim menashim liros haksav v'lichroa, so that all the people could see the writing and then bow in front of it. V'lomar v'zos haTorah, Torah Sashem Tamima, etc. So that is pretty much the way that the Svardim follow, and they have Hagbah at the beginning of the Torah reading, before the Torah reading. Now here comes the Ramah. And he is the one that most Ashkenazim follow, and they do Hagbah at the end of Torah reading. And we have the custom, says the Ramah, to do this after the Torah reading. So I saw an interesting reason given by some very big rabbis as to why the Ashkenazim seem to want to have the lifting up of the Torah at the end of Torah reading, and it's because of basically a problem that was developing with the Torah reading being at the beginning. When the Torah reading was at the beginning, there were people who were not so scrupulous about halacha who said, well, I saw the Torah during a Sephardi Hagbah, they even points to where the Torah reading is going to be. I saw it. They feel like I got the main moment, and once they got the main moment, they feel like we can leave now, and they left. And so seriously, the Shari Knesset Agdola writes this, and therefore the rabbis felt that, and Ramosha Israelis Ramah says we should do this, have Hagbah at the end of Torah reading. People will listen to the Torah reading like they're supposed to, and they won't run out because they haven't seen Hagbah yet. And therefore, the Ashkenazi custom, Moshe Israelis says this. This is, well, no, I mean, he's the one who says that the custom is to have it at the end. And it's the Shari Knesset Agdola who gives us the reason why it's at the end. But now you have it. Now you have the two reasons as to, it's more natural at the beginning. You're showing the Torah and where we're about to read. And now you have the reason for why Ashkenazim have adopted having Hagbah at the end of the Torah reading. Okay, thanks for logging on. Have a great Shabbos, and log on again after Shabbos for more. Bye-bye.